everybody. I got a book haul. Some of these I may have hauled before, but I'm not sure because when I was gathering up the books, I couldn't remember if on a couple of these if I had done them yet or not. So you may see some for a second time, um, but that's okay. You may not have seen the other haul. Some of these are from the Little Free Library in Syracuse, Ohio. Some are from the Pomeroy Library. Some are from the Athens Library. Some are from a church yard sale. And there might be one or two from a thrift shop, but I don't remember. Um, this was from, I'm pretty sure, the Little Free Library. This is Reader's Digest 40th Anniversary Treasury. It's got a little slipcase. It's got gilt edges at the top, but not the other two sides, so that's kind of odd. Um, let's see. And it looks like it's a collection of articles from this copyright 1961. So for the first 40 years or whatever, a collection of articles. Um, how to keep young mentally, to bore or not to bore, uh, how to talk to a husband, an open letter to America's students from Dwight D. Eisenhower. And there's a whole bunch of things. Painting as a pastime, 5 Desperate Hours in Cabin 56, Ants That Kill Elephants, The Sex Story for Children, My Dark Days as a Counter Spy, Lincoln Goes to Gettysburg, that's by Carl Sandburg, Secret Life of Walter Mitty from James Thurber, quotable quotes, Lou Gehrig's Epic of Courage. There's a whole bunch of things that are kind of interesting. There's one called The Skeleton Speaks. I'm going to have to check that one out. The Case of the Third Twin. So it looks like it's a mix of articles and stories, and some of them have illustrations. There's one called Inside Moscow. We got a picture of Moscow. What are these blue pages? The Search for Safer Cigarettes, and this is like numbers that have to do with the amounts of things like tars and nicotines and what have you. So yeah, this looks like a pretty interesting collection of things. And I have a golden guide for birds. I know I had another bird book that I think I hauled before, and I got them at the same time, but I couldn't find the one when I was doing that haul. And I think this is the one I couldn't find. How to attract birds. Here's a birdhouse. And of course, pictures of birds. You got mallards and black ducks and great horned owl. A couple kinds of sparrows. Where to find the birds. That kind of thing. I have the Jello Pudding Sampler. Somebody wrote notes. We have treasure. We have a Post-it with peanut butter chocolate dessert on page 4, banana cream pie, page 16, chocolate party meringue pie, Page 18, chocolate peanut butter pie. Page 20. Hmm, got pictures. Ooh, chocolate sour cream pudding. That looks good. This is clearly vintage. These pictures are, they look to me like they're from the 70s. So we have a date. 1975. Sample pudding pie for smiles. Spicy butterscotch pie. Sure, why not? Okay, this is the chocolate party meringue pie that was written on that little note. Pound cake. Triple chocolate cake. It's done in a bundt pan. Does it say it has to be in a bundt pan? Greased and floured 10-inch bundt or tube pan. Well, I don't know where my bundt pan is. I've got a couple different ones because I bought one because I couldn't find the other one. After I bought it, I found it, and now I can't find either of them. This one's called Fabric, The Hidden History of the Material World, and I feel like I hauled this one before, but it wasn't with the other books that I hauled previously, so I'm not sure. This was also in the Little Free Library. But I think it's interesting. Here's talk about cotton. Here's a chapter on wool, pashmina, silk. So interesting, about the different types of fabrics. There are some pictures. Okay, so apparently there's a fabric called tapa, or the design is called that. I don't know. That's what's going on here. We have somebody designing it, and then what it looks like after it's been created. Here's kente cloths. That's out of Africa. I think kente cloths are absolutely beautiful. And I love how it's like, I would say it's kind of the African equivalent of the Scottish tartans, where the different designs have to do with different tribes, different areas, different regions. The tartans, different clans. So it's kind of a similarity there. I feel like I hauled this one before too. Death and Other Happy Endings by Melanie Cantor. Jennifer Cole has just been told that she only has 3 months to live, 90 days to come to terms with a diagnosis that is unfair, unexpected, and completely unpronounceable. Surprising even herself, Jennifer realizes she only has one real regret, not standing up for herself to the three most significant people in her life. She decides to tell each of them the cold, hard truths she's kept to herself all these years, and so she writes letters by hand to her jelly-spine cheating ex-husband, her overbearing sister, and her charming yet unreliable ex-boyfriend, finally telling them the things she's always wanted to say aloud but never dared. At first, Jennifer feels cleansed by her catharsis, liberated even, but as she soon discovers, sometimes the truth has a way of surprising you. So, I don't remember reading the description, but I feel like I hope this one. Did I? Do y'all remember? I don't remember. So here's the other bird book. And I really feel like I did haul the bird books. Or one of them. We got ducks again. We've got butios. Buteos. Butios. Uh, prairie chickens. Are they like, and ptarmigans, are they like similar to quails, maybe? They look similar to quails. There's a bobwhite. Pheasant. Blue jays. We have blue jays out in our backyard. And I would say they're probably the Stellars, Jay, because that's what they look like. Yeah, the ones we've got look like that one. And there's at least 2 nesting pairs that live out back. Oh, waxwings look a lot like cardinals, only not red. They look like brown cardinals. We've got at least 1 nesting pair of cardinals, too. There's blackbirds. I used to see red-winged blackbirds all the time when I lived on the farm as a kid. So, another nice bird book. Here's the new hamburger cookbook. This one and Wuthering Heights I picked up at Pomeroy Library out of their freebie box. I'm always looking for things to do with hamburgers, so hopefully... Oh, we have a treasure. Reese's Cup Fudge. Ooh. Exactly what you expect to find in a hamburger cookbook. I love finding recipe cards. That's so cool. But yeah, there's a lot of ideas in here, and a copy of Wuthering Heights. I let somebody borrow the copy I had, and I never got it back. I wasn't terribly upset over it because I didn't really like it all that much. It was an okay story. I just, meh. I think I said something along the lines of, when will the British learn how to write in English? I didn't like it. This one, Square Meals, a cookbook by Jane and Michael Stern. I found at the one church yard sale. Now, they had a price on the box that said $1 a book, but they only charged me $0.25. I wasn't going to argue, because I also picked up volumes 1 and 2 of the Second World War, an illustrated history of World War II. Now, book 1 is in pretty rough condition, but book 2 looks almost new. So I don't know what happened, why book 1 is... I mean, this back cover is about to fall off. But I thought my brother might enjoy these, because he's interested in World War II. We got, starting off with King George VI, Neville Chamberlain. Well, if I held it up so you could see. There's King George the Sixth. He was a handsome young man, wasn't he? And then Neville Chamberlain, Churchill, the Right Honorable Leslie Corbelisha. I don't know who that is. Viscount Halifax and Anthony Eden. Just gonna focus mostly on like the British. Sir Kingsley Wood, Admiral of the Fleet Lord Chatfield, Admiral of the Fleet Sir Dudley Pound, General Viscount Gort, I think most of these are, well, maybe we're getting into somewhere else here. Generalissimo. Gamblin? I don't know. I don't know. My experience with having World War II in a history class was my Survey of Western Civilization class, which basically started us from caveman to supposedly current, but we ran into where we covered World War One, World War Two, and Korea and Vietnam in 2 classes. So roughly 2.5 hours. That's not enough time. The instructor that I had teaches full semesters on just World War Two. This looks like we've got some, look like newspaper article type and magazine articles. Got some cartoons, some maps. Lots of photos. So I think this might be interesting. So book 1 is Outbreak of War. Book 2 is Blitzkrieg. I wonder if there were more, but I only found the 2, so I don't know. And then I have these 2 books that I picked up at the Athens library. They always have a cart out front that's got children's books that they're clearing out. And I have What's the Buzz? The Secret Lives of Bees. I don't know if I mentioned it. We've been cleaning out in front of the garage and the yard and stuff. And we went to move something, or I picked up a box actually that was sitting there. And when I did, I got stung. I got stung here and here. And you can still kind of see that mark. Well, you can still see this one too. This has been almost 2 weeks. And I think they might have been wasps. But whatever it was, I got stung twice. Luckily, Neko didn't get stung. I don't think he's ever been stung, so I don't know if he'll react to it or not. I took a Benadryl and ran it under cold water, and I was fine. But I've been stung before, so I kind of knew it shouldn't be a big deal. So I picked this up thinking maybe this would give me some ideas about maybe what kind of bees or wasps or whatever they were. It maybe how to get them to relocate, but it didn't. It talks about different kinds of bees and the life cycle and collecting honey and that kind of stuff. And then I picked up The Moon Lady by Amy Tan. I like Amy Tan's writing, what I've read of it. I would like to read more. But I knew she had done some children's books, and there was a TV series, a cartoon series. It's about a cat, Sagwa or something like that. The Chinese Siamese cat. And she could write the Chinese calligraphy with her tail. I don't know. This one, does it tell what it's about? Magical night when secret wishes can come true. On a rainy afternoon, 3 sisters wish for the rain to stop, wish they could play in the puddles, wish for anything to do. So Yin Yang, their grandmother, tells them a tale from long ago. On the night of the moon festival, when Yin Yang was a little girl, she encountered the Moon Lady, who grants the secret wishes of those who ask, and learned from her that the best wishes are those you can make come true yourself. This haunting tale, adapted from Amy Tan's bestseller The Joy Luck Club, and enhanced by Gretchen Shields' rich, meticulously detailed art, is a book for all to treasure. I haven't read The Joy Luck Club yet. I keep trying to find an audiobook version of it, and I haven't been able to come across one. So I'm wondering if they just haven't done it. But I have read some of her other books, and I really enjoyed it. My eyes are getting to the point now where it's hard for me to read anything with small print. This is good. This nice big print, I can read that. But other than that, it's really hard for me at some days to read. And the other thing I have book-wise, oh wait, is there something else in here? Oh, there is another book. This one also came from the Little Free Library. This is called The Meanings of Dress. I feel like maybe I hauled this one too. Or did I just look at these and think I hauled them? That's highly possible. I may have just looked at them and put them back in the bag and then thought I hauled them. But this is like a textbook, probably for somebody who was doing a fashion history kind of class. Because it's talking about like the body and cultural context, dress as nonverbal communication, dress and relationship, appearance for gender and sexuality, modesty and immodesty, dress in the workplace, dress from infancy to adolescence, dressing throughout adulthood, race and ethnicity, fashion as social process, dress and world religion, dress and technological change, and future trends. So this sounds like it may be somebody might have been studying fashion at some point. Copyright 1999, first edition, second edition 2005. Well, somebody picked it up at McKay Books, CDs, Movies, and More for $2, and it's just listed as beauty and fashion. So I don't know. And then there was this whole stack. Oh, found a couple children's books stuck in there. I think these also came from the Little Free Library. This one is called Animals Should Definitely Not Wear Clothing. I love the little porcupine. And then this one's called Pumpkin Pumpkin. Thought might be fun for fall. At some point, I would like to get back into doing my series where I read kids' books. I haven't done that in a while. This one is a magazine called Garden Gate. I thought this would be cool to use in journals because it's got some nice illustrations. That would be nice to use. Here's a piece of an article that somebody stuck in here. There's a couple pages out of a different magazine. Whatever flower that is gorgeous. So there's that. Now, I think I'm down to the end here. Some ads. My mail somehow got stuck in there. Okay. These are magazines called The Joker. I wasn't sure what they were going to be like. I was a little bit intrigued. Most of them have women in bikinis on the front. So I feel like they're directed towards men, probably. But there's, like, some articles, and there's horoscopes, and here's some jokes and comics. And there's a centerfold of women in bikinis, barely covered. But most of it, I mean, it's called The Joker. Most of it is jokes and cartoons. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 of them. I don't know. I might be able to use some of the jokes and things as parts of collages to put into journals. I don't know. I haven't really looked into them that closely. But I also felt like maybe they weren't appropriate in a little free library where children might get them. So they're definitely not for children. So I don't know. I think there's a better way to put them for people to get if you want them, so if you're wanting to get rid of them, than to put them in the little free library where little kids might possibly get a hold of them. Because I get children's books out of there all the time. And I really thought, maybe that's not the most appropriate place for them. But then, I mean, who am I to judge what's appropriate for people, right? I was just thinking children-wise. They might not be. Adults have at it. If you want to read that stuff, read it. So anyway, that's a pretty good size pile of books. But when we were at the church yard sale, I stopped there with my client. I found a few things for crafting. I found this pack of napkins. And they're very fall-oriented, Thanksgiving-ish. This one is real pretty with the pumpkin and the flowers. It says thankful. And this one says, give thanks to the Lord for he is good. Psalm 107:1. And it's got leaves around the edge. And I believe those are the two main designs. I don't know if there's others in here. Yeah, it looks like it's just these two designs. There's a ton of the give thanks to the Lord ones. I will have to see if some of the people I trade with are interested. Oh, the thankful ones. It says thankful on one side and it's plain on the other. And I like the plaid as well. So there's a lot of possibilities with these. Now, if you unfold it, what does it have inside? Inside, it's the plain ones some more. So I may be sharing a few of these. I certainly don't need quite so many all the same. But I do like the leaves as a border. I think that's pretty. And then I found they had a couple different pieces of this. I only took one because I'm not sure how I'll use it yet. But it, again, is going to go in my journaling stuff. It's this trim. It's kind of a dark mauve color. I mean, it looks really washed out on my screen, so I don't know how it will look otherwise on other people's screens, but it's very, very pretty shade of dark mauve. And the other thing I picked up was another punch. This one is a corner design. Let me see if I have a piece of paper. What is this paper? Is this anything I need? No, nothing I need. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Well, it's pretty much just a corner rounder. Let me see if I got a better something to punch. Maybe a slightly thicker paper. The tag off of this, although the corners are already round. Well, this one's not. We'll try this one. Yeah, it just rounds the corner. So that's what it was. That's what it is. It was already rounded on the other end. So, although I could probably, in theory, yeah, change the size of the rounding because it's a little bit bigger rounded corner than what was already on the tag. Anyway, I'll add this to the batch of punches I got that I know I hauled because I sat here and punched all of them. I'll add this to that group of punches. So I've been picking up punches pretty quick and easy lately. That's the one thing I've been able to find craft wise. Um, but yeah, I think this was like a quarter. This says 50 cents, but I think they only charged me a quarter. This was 50 cents. I only spent like $2.50 because I also bought a packet of cookies. Because I thought, bake sale, why not? And they were good. They were coconut. I thought I was picking up oatmeal. They looked like oatmeal. And then when I looked at them, I'm like, oh, coconut. That's fine. I like coconut. And they were really good. So, in the previous haul today, I did my Temu. And then I also said I got a shirt at Walmart. This is the shirt from Walmart. Joan Jett and the Black Hearts. I love Joan Jett. She's great. So, let's see. These are old ads. I think I can get rid of them. Just put them over there for now. Maybe get them to some recycling or something. I'd like to recycle them. I have managed to misplace my one glove. Don't know what I did with it. I was using it yesterday. I wonder if I stuck it in my pants pocket yesterday. I have to make sure I take it out of there before I run it through the wash. Because those gloves can't go in the washer. It's my one for my arthritis. And with all the work we've been doing outside, my hands have been really killing me. So that helps. But anyway, that's all I've got for this haul. I'm still waiting to hear from the Necco. It's after 7 already. I think maybe I'll just run in the morning and drop off my paperwork. Has to be there by tomorrow. I can drop it off in the morning. It'll be all right. Otherwise, I don't get paid. What's the point of working if you're not going to get paid? Well, I'll work hard. I was thinking about taking this apart and seeing if I could figure out how they folded it. Oh, they've like taped it or glued it or something. Maybe I won't do that. But somebody at the Athens library made a mess of these. And every time I'm in there, I end up picking one up. So I thought maybe I've got something I need to send to somebody. Maybe I'd send one of these with it. So I think these are cute. I love the paper they use. They look like kaleidoscope images. I suppose I could find online or in a book somewhere how to fold those. But they're really cute. I'm not very good at origami. I usually end up getting frustrated and then I end up with a crumpled up ball. I'm good at making crumpled up ball. Anyway, that's all I've got for right now. I'm not sure what's coming up next. Didn't have anything in the mail other than junk. Another credit card offer, and I really don't need another credit card. One's enough. I'm actually trying to pay it off slowly. But when I go to things like fairs and festivals, I use the credit card instead of the debit card, just in case. I know those Square readers are fine and they work well and all, but I don't know these people, so I err on the side of caution, use the actual credit card and not my debit card, because it's much easier to go through and say, hey, this isn't my charge, and they take it off. My bank's good about it. but it's easier with the credit card. Be like, yeah, I used it at a vendor that used a Square reader, and now I've got all these weird charges. That's what I'm paranoid about. Of course, I mean, it can happen anywhere. It's happened to me before just going to the gas station. This has been several years ago, but I mean, I did get where I used it at a gas station, and they canceled my card and sent me a new one and got rid of a whole bunch of really bizarre charges. And they caught it before I did. And they contacted me, are these your charges? And I'm like, no. The last one was the gas station. All these other ones are not me. But it was like $1 to Ticketmaster. Nobody spends just $1 at Ticketmaster. Or like $2 in Texas. I've never been to Texas. So no, that wasn't me. And I mean, they were like popping up all over, random charges all around the country. And they were like only a couple dollars a piece, $1 or $2 a piece. And it's really bizarre. So I'm a little paranoid. I don't use my debit card in a gas pump. The only way I use my debit card that way is if I go inside and do it in the reader to prepay. I will not use it on a pump anymore. And I don't at fairs and festivals and things, just because I don't feel like it's secure. I don't know the people, and I don't know like what kind of Wi-Fi or what have you they've got. Can people be picking up my information? So I don't use it in those places. I don't use it at the farmer's market. That's what the regular credit card is for. So yeah, I've used it a little bit lately because we've gone to a bunch of fairs and festivals and things. But I've also been able to pay those charges off and put a little bit more. So slowly it's coming down. But I only have like a $750 credit limit anyway, and that's more than enough most of the time. So now if I was traveling, I would ask them to up it a little bit, probably. I've got a good payment history. And I'm sure if I asked, they would probably work with me. But right now, I'm happy with what it is. I don't need a big fancy credit card. So, and any major purchase I'm going to make, I will probably go through the store for financing rather than put it on my regular credit card. So, like the washing machine that I bought, I got the store's credit card. And, I'm paying ahead. I got a year with no interest, so I'm going to pay as much as I can before they hit me with interest. And I should be fine because the year will be up in April. I'll have my income tax by then. So we should be good. Income tax will cover property tax and probably finish paying that off. Then I can look into getting a new stove. I need to replace my stove. The other thing I'm thinking about doing, and I think I might have mentioned this in a previous video, is taking this bed, this is a king-size bed, and switching it out with the full-size bed that's actually in my living room right now. Reasons. So when my brother and his family come to visit, they'll have more room. That's going to take a while. I've got a lot of stuff to rearrange and move, and I'm thinking about, I have tons of VHS tapes in the shelves in the living room. I'm thinking about taking those out and putting books up. So taking the books out of the bins, putting the tapes in the bins, and then maybe putting those in storage. Unless somebody is a VHS collector, I might be able to sell a few, but that may be more trouble than it's worth. But if I could do that, that would clear some space, and I can get some other stuff moved around, and I still got too much crap. I mean, simply put, I got too much crap. I got so many things that don't even belong to us. I mean, they were like grandparents' things, parents' things, ex husbands' things. It's just my stuff. I'd have all kinds of room. Of course, my whole house would be nothing but bookshelves because I got tons and tons of books. But I would be able to access that stuff instead of having them in bins and go, oh, whatever happened to such and such book? Which bin is it in? And then having to go through and, ugh, ugh. I need to get back into reading. I've been in such a reading slump lately. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point, so let me end it here. Um, if Neko makes an appearance in the next 10-15 minutes, maybe we'll go get some dinner. Otherwise, I'll make something here. Probably throw a pizza in the oven or something. Actually, I have a half a sub left over from Subway last night. I could do that. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. Remember to do all the YouTubey things. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads should the YouTube gods deem it worthy. And we'll see you in the next video, whatever it may be. At the moment, I'm not sure. It could be a taste test, a small taste test. It could be, um, sometime in the next week or so doing some of the snack boxes. I know 2 of them have already renewed. The third one should probably renew next week. So that means the next couple weeks we'll be getting some boxes. So beyond that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have anything planned. So whatever it is, it is. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.